Welcome everyone, it's Unstoppable Steletsy and I got another native overview for you from the Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition Age of Pirates mod. So instead of the normal natives that we usually go over today, you're going to be getting a Gigachad introduction to the most Gigachad of all churches, the Orthodox Church of course, right? There are various different types of Orthodox churches you can run into in this mod, depending on the map, where it is, and so forth. So we're going to go through each one of those. Figured we'd start in the Dead Sea, since this one does not always appear, and I actually got it to appear here, so we'll go over this one for you. This is the more Mediterranean variant of the Orthodox Church. So basically we'll go age by age and go over what you get pretty much real quickly. Let me just get the cheat codes in place right now so we can do that real fast. Our Orthodox Church is here on the right side of the map. This is the Dead Sea, by the way, so it actually takes place in the Holy Land. Sometimes you'll get Jewish kibbutz, Maltese, Selman, Sufi mosques, or Orthodox. So you got a lot of stuff here, a lot of options. So let's build our Orthodox monastery Selman here. Age up real quickly. So from age 2, you can make the warrior monk on the more southern variant in the Mediterranean pretty much. These are basically a bunch of warrior monks who count as skirmishers that you can use as the Orthodox Church. Pretty decent HP, armor, damage, so forth. And then we get some technologies that we can do. We can do the monastery icons. Pilgrims are coming and giving their gifts. Buy new icons for the monastery and get a small trickle of additional resources. So basically it's a little mini trickle of food and coin. So it's about 0.2 on the coin and about 0.2 on the food. So it's very minute. It's very minute, but it is a nice little boost to have. So why don't you research that? Also, you got Banya here, which improves units' vitality. So improves your heroes by 70%. Villagers by 40%, and infantry by 10%. So really, it's a pretty good improvement overall. I mean, if you do some calculations in your head, it actually gives your explorer 80% additional HP because it counts as both a hero and a infantry most of the time. So that's pretty good. Get Banya. And then from here, we got the Patriarchy. Your units generate more XP after being trained. So basically, if you train more units, you're going to get more XP from. So if we get this, notice how the build bounty went from 14 to 16. Yep, very nice. And then from there, we will age up again very quickly. And now a new technology is available. Blessings of Cannons. Blessed weapons are slightly more destructive. Basically, falconets, culves, heavy cannons, all those get 10% additional damage. So, if you love artillery, you're going to love the Orthodox Church. Indeed. And then you can upgrade these, of course, to Veteran and Guard, and then Legendary Natives will upgrade them to Imperial. But we do have some options here at the Orthodox Church down the Mediterranean. So you can go with the Georgian Patriarch, the Patriarch of Constantinople, aka the Byzantine one, or the Patriarch of Alexandria, pretty much. So let's start with Alexandria real quick. Alexandria will give you some of these camel riflemen. I'm assuming there's some sort of Coptic Egyptian dragoon that you can use. Statistically, they're basically native Zammabaraks, pretty much. So they're not going to do a whole lot of damage, but they will be pretty good against cavalry. Yeah. And then as far as technologies is concerned, Alexandrian galleys will give you 2 Alexandrian galleys at your water point, which is about here pretty much. The AI is already popular in the area, so let's do a quick age up again and get the last technology here, which would be the dry dock. It gives us a dry dock that we can make using this wagon over here. Yep. I will probably put it up somewhere over here. The cool thing about this map is that it's literally a copy of the Dead Sea pretty much, so most of the water you can actually walk on. Notice how these villagers here are even, you know, walking along the shoreline there, probably to collect all the salt on it, as you can imagine. So we will probably put the dry dock over here. There's about 3 essential functions of this thing. Well, beyond being a normal dock, of course. So you can train your ships here like any other dock, but you can set it to different modes. So this one will allow your boats to train faster from the building. So if we do it here, it comes out super fast. If you do this, repair mode, the ships will repair 300% faster while this mode is in play. So if we do that, you get hurt for whatever reason by an enemy ship, you will heal very quickly. If we survive, that is, right? Yeah. So let's just hang out over here and notice how quick we heal up. Oop, look at that. Very fast. And then the last mode here, automatic workshop, configures it to produce galleys for us for free over time like this. Now, obviously, in a real game, it's not going to be this fast. I happen to have the speed always wins cheat code on, so it's coming out like really quickly, pretty much. So, yeah, just wanted to point that out to you. That's not super god OP, only if you use the cheat code like I did. Now, there's one more variant I want to check up on while we're on the Dead Sea, pretty much, which is the Byzantine one. Which, since I believe this is the only map, if I recall, you can get them on. I think you might be able to get them on the Adriatic, but I'm not 100% sure on that one, so I just want to be double careful with that one before I go any further. Also, we're going to check out the Orthodox Church that you'll see more on the northern maps, like the Kuril Islands and so forth as well, which is the other variant that we want to look at. Age up real quickly. There and there. So now we're going to go with the good old Constantinople Patriachate. This one gives us access to a unit you might remember from Age of Empires 2, the Cataphracts, even though it's using the icon of the Roman centurion. Yeah, that's kind of a little strange. Why didn't they use the Aoe2 Cataphract? Why are they using the centurion for it? I don't know, maybe it looked a little bit nicer, I guess. Yeah. Alright, so we'll make those right now. These boys are very, very tanky. They're very Gigachad in their muscular hit points. Look at how much armor they get. That's what makes them so Gigachad, is a part of the Orthodox Church is their armor. 75% armor and pierce. They can tank a lot of bullets and arrows and things of that nature really easily. Like, throw these in front of your army if you know you're going up against skirms or muskets, and they will tank all the bullets. Really good at that sort of thing. In terms of everything else, though, yeah, they're pretty close to, I would say probably Hussars otherwise. Just really tanky Hussars, pretty much. One thing to note about Constantinople, their technologies are going to be more team-based, so team tributary payments. For the rest of the game, the whole team gets a coin trickle of about 1 per second, which is pretty good. So we'll pick that one up. It's good for the whole team, by the way. And then going on to the next one in Age 4, we got one more team tech to look at. The Byzantine Heritage. This team technology actually has a pretty cool effect if you have a team game. I say if it's a team game. If it's just you, I probably wouldn't waste my time with it too much. It's kind of a minute effect, honestly. So what it will do is, it'll upgrade your Cataphracts and everybody else's to the guard level, the honorary level, right? And it'll deliver everybody a native embassy, right? If they don't already have one. And from it, they'll actually be able to train the Cataphracts as well, even if they're not allied with the Orthodox Church at all. So that's a really good way to essentially get yourself some extra cavalry for every member of the team. Remember, these guys have 75% pierce armor, so these guys are very, very tanky. They can, like, really tank the enemy skirmishers really nicely. So, if your whole team can make these, you can win the game with this. It's a game-changing thing, pretty much, yeah. So, figured I'd go over that one with you. After that, we're going to go over some other variants. Firstly, let's check out, I believe there's a slight variation in the Adriatic version, if I recall correctly. So I want to just check that one out real quick. Otherwise, we'll go to the Kuril Islands next. One more fun fact, by the way. If you go to the Serene Republic of Venice map that everybody on YouTube just loves, just look at the views on the thing. You could actually get some of these Orthodox units there too in one of the city districts. So if you like the Orthodox churches, you see them here, check out the Venice map sometime. I'm not going to bother going over that since it's pretty consistent with the stuff I'm showing you here pretty much. Yeah, but, you know, yeah, definitely check it if you have some free time. Definitely recommend it. It's a good map overall. Just want to see real quickly if I forgot anything here. Otherwise, we'll be going to the Kuril Islands next. Just do some scout work here. Normally, the church would be over in this corner of the landmass. This is the game. Remember, this is the map I did the game against I believe it was the Italians or whatever on that side. That was the Ottomans or something. You remember that? That was a good game. Had a lot of fun doing that one. So, do we have any... Here's a good trick for you if you're doing overviews like this. You can check the map like this and it'll actually show you. Alright, if that native shows up on. So I guess we got the Order of Malta. We could try to restart again, but I don't think we're going to do that. I would say probably the units are going to be slightly different, but not too much. It's probably going to be a mixture of things we already... Oh yeah, I remember now. So, if you go on Adriatic, I believe it has the Bulgarians, I believe the Georgians again, and then I think some other one. So, we'll just go to the Kuril Islands and just show you the real good stuff up there. That one we'll go over the other three variants you can get with the Orthodox Church for options. Let me go to Kuril Islands. Where are the Kuril Islands? K is for Kuril. There we go. So this is the original map that the Orthodox made its debut on. Now you see them all over a lot of the Mediterranean maps. So we'll just go here real quickly. Build up a quick ship. And sail off to this northern island right here. On the tippy top there. That's where the Orthodox Church will be. And nice, we spawned right over there too. How lucky and convenient is that? Let's just go through this real quickly. Alright, villagers got off there, and we're going to make our way to the lovely church up here on the hill. And we're going to check out what options they give us that we couldn't get in the Mediterranean. Alright, let's find our way to the trade route right here. Very good. That was a long walk. Long walk indeed. So if we age up again, we will have some new options now. So if you look over here, we now got the Bulgarian Patriarchate and the Moscow Patriarchate. These are some new options we get. So if you go with the Bulgarian one here, you can train Bulgarian boyars. So these are basically a copy of the ones you can get with the House of Anar pretty much. So very statistically similar to those units. So if you like the House of Fanar, you'll probably like this option. It'll feel a bit closer to home for you, strategy-wise. Now, they got some technologies of their own we have to look at. They got Danube steamers. So Danube steamers gives you, well, a steamer, which is a naval vessel here. It's basically a steamboat. So if you like steamboats with the USA, it does everything it can. It can use its little booster ability and go Sonic speed fast. It can build docks. It can do all sorts of steamboat stuff. And then there's one more technology we want to look at. Go up with an age up there. Now we want to look at the Black Sea Fleet. Ship's a powerful steam-powered sea ship. No, it's just an ironclad. But that's still good anyways. You like ironclads, right? Very powerful ship. So, yep. If you like USA-style Navy boats, then Bulgarians is the way to go. Yeah. We'll restart again and check out the Georgians and the Russians now. Hopefully we won't have to walk as far up the hill. It's kind of cold up there, you know. Yeah. Woo. Chilly. Let's go up there. Let's make it happen. Just need one more age up. Why don't we just get the other one up while we're here? There we good. Climb up the hill. To the Orthodox Church we'll go. So now we will be looking at the Moscow Patriachate. So they will give us access to the Dvorianin. So basically cav archers, right? So if you like cav archers, well, guess what? Now you can make cav archers, though, this native site. Pretty good, huh? Yeah. Has exactly the same stats as any Ottoman or Russian cav archer will have. Right? And from there, we got some new technologies to look at. So the first one here is called Russian Guard. Ships 10 counter-Jaegers to your town center over here. So if you like counter-Jaegers and their whole anti-skirmisher thing, yep, you'll definitely have that advantage going for you with the Russians. And then if we age up, well, actually we don't have to age up again. I already took care of it, right? So now we got Tsar Kolokol. Ships 2 super heavy Tsar cannons. So yep, it gives you access to some Tsar cans here, aka great bombards, yeah. Just like the ones you can get from the Russian home city. So yeah, very good. You get 2 bombards, some counter-Jaegers, cav archers, much more Russian experience than the other one I showed you. And there's one last one I want to show you as well for the Georgians up here. And this site has evolved a bit, by the way, over the patches as well, because back then, I believe the old native unit was the Mountain Jaeger or something. Yeah, I don't remember having such an Orthodox Chad-looking skirmisher before, so they definitely updated the graphics and the iconography quite a bit, which is pretty neat. So, if you like natives, you like maps, Age of Pirates is definitely for you. I will say that just now while I'm setting this up. Definitely looking forward to whatever next projects they got on the mod. I'll be going over those too whenever they come. Age up again. And age up one more time, why not? So this is the last option, the Georgian Patriarchate. This one you can get on these northern maps, and you can get on the southern maps as well, like down in the Dead Sea, the Adriatic. This one's a little bit more widespread. Yeah, so we'll do this one now. So the Georgians give you the Monaspa Lancer. So you remember these from Age of Empires 2, right? As well as from Age of the World and Aoe 3. These were essentially native lancers, so they got really good multipliers against all infantry, about 3x. Kind of a clone of the Spanish lancer if you want to think of it that way. It's going to be great against infantry, skirmishers, muskets, all that sort of thing. And their technologies, they got Monastery Bastion. Ships 2 special outpost wagons, 2 bastions. So, got an outpost here. And here are the bastion ones. So these are the really cool fortified outposts you might remember from the Paris map, right? And you can upgrade them pretty well, and they do a lot of damage. They're very fortified. Yeah, much stronger than this one, even when it's fully upgraded. So if you want a really good defense, you're going to want to get some of these. It's going to be quite good. And then from there, we got one more technology. Caucasian Borderlands. Ships a bastion wagon. Allows warrior monks to construct bastions, and allows you to train Orthodox units directly in the bastions. So what does that mean? Well, you see these natives right here? These warrior monks? They're not good for just praying and fighting anymore. They can build these big bastion towers too. Like right over here. Put one right over there, please. Very quickly. I said quickly. There you go. And you can also train your units there now too. So either the warrior monks or the Monaspa lancers. It's a really good way when you're forward basing and looking for a way to get your natives on the front lines very quickly. Pretty good for that. So, yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed this whole thing, you know. Wanted to definitely show you how great the Orthodox Church is, both in reality and in this mod. So, very nice introduction. Next time we'll probably do one of the other native sites that we didn't go over yet, which I think there's still a few more out there. I have some plans for those too, so definitely stay tuned for that whenever I do them and get around to them. Sign off now from this one. See you next time. GG, well played.